So another great audio resource that you can use, a tool that you can use in the classroom, is using an interactive whiteboard app. And so these exist for the iPad, and I like two that I would recommend, EduCreations and Show Me, because I think they're both pretty easy to use, they're easy for the students to use, and the free version still has enough resources that makes it useful, they make it useful. So I'll start with EduCreations. And this one is pretty basic in terms of what you can put in the background. So, oh, there's the bell. So it's pretty basic. You can just have a plain whiteboard where maybe you've got a student who's solving a math problem, and they're going to explain the whole process of the math problem that they're figuring out. That would be fantastic. I can imagine a math quiz where instead of the students just solving their problems, they run out with their iPads and they have to explain the whole process, why they chose each step, and to really show a deeper understanding of the process of what they're doing. In addition to that, you can add kind of an image as a background. So maybe I want to have this word problem there that I'm going to have students solve. I can rotate, adjust this here. I could, for example, add in a text that I want students to annotate for a literature class. And so they can do all the work on this interactive whiteboard, and then they can also record their voice over it. So that part is pretty cool. So they can record their voice and explaining the process, explaining their annotation. They could perhaps do something where they are reading aloud and showing their fluency or explaining vocabulary. There's really so many different activities that you can do with this resource. Now, to comparing the apps, one of the reasons I like EduCreations is that it does allow you to edit the audio. So if I wanted to cut out a little piece, I can trim it right there pretty easily. I could also adjust the playback speed. If I've spoken too slow for my presentation, I can adjust that. But it is pretty simple. For the content you can add, I can add a background, I can add a photo, I can add text, and that's it you can do with the free version. Now, Show Me gives you more options with the free version as far as backgrounds and things. So I can bring in a document from my Google Drive. I can choose from a variety of backgrounds here where I've got different types of graph paper or even music here. So that's really nice. I like having that feature a lot, but in terms of the audio, I do feel like it's a little bit more limited because you basically get kind of one shot to get your recording and you don't get to edit it later. You can choose to remove the audio from it. It's kind of a pain of a process, but I can't go back right now and I can't delete the audio. I have to save it all and then go back later with the free version. So you'd have to judge and see which one would be better for your purposes. But these are great resources, great tools for learning for students, and I hope you can use them.